Welding Tech University, Welder Training Module 1. I'm Andrew Behrens, welding engineer and certified welding inspector. In today's lesson, we're going to cover basic safety, specification, and the qualification process. So starting with safety, we're going to start off with our personal protective equipment, PPE. I like to work from the ground up, so starting off with boots. When it comes to boots, it is recommended to have all leather, steel-toed boots. The reason for the all leather is any type of a mesh material, that's a spot where a spark or ember can get in and smolder. Next, let's talk about pants. Jeans are recommended. Any type of fraying on jeans, try to keep that to a minimum because that's a place where an ember could land, smolder, and light your pants on fire, literally. Moving up from there, you want an all cotton shirt. The reason for all cotton is any type of a synthetic blend is basically plastic and the plastic will melt to your skin. Whereas cotton, it'll just smolder a little bit and it's done. Next, jackets. At Hog, we have two types of jackets. We have fire retardant jackets and we have leather jackets. The fire retardant sleeves also. Fire retardant is great because it's hot in Florida, you're gonna be warm out there. Wear your fire retardant stuff as much as possible. It's gonna be a lot cooler. Now, fire retardant is not flame proof or fire proof. Stuff will still hit it, it'll still smolder, you'll still get holes in it, but it is a decent level of protection. If you're doing anything vertical and overhead and you got lots of sparks and showers coming down on you, you wanna be wearing your leathers. It's gonna protect you a lot better, but you're gonna be a lot warmer. It's very warm to wear your leathers in Florida. Moving from there, we've got gloves. Two different types of gloves we have. We have the heavy gloves. This is going to be used mostly when you're doing your heavy welding, MIG, stick, those type of things. The softer gloves, mostly used for TIG. Again, whenever you're using your gloves, remember your gloves is only a layer of protection. So we've got a lot of right-handed gloves without a left-handed mate because you're welding with your right hand and you're moving hot metal around with your left hand and you burn up the glove prematurely. So use pliers, use tongs, use whatever you need to. You move your part around, just try to save your gloves. Next, eye protection, safety glasses. You want safety glasses that are gonna fit underneath the hood. Whatever shape, form that looks like, you're good there. If you have regular glasses, make sure that they're safety rated and you have side shields for them. Contacts are also completely fine when welding. Next is your welding hood. Protecting yourself from the UV radiation of the arc, making sure you can see it good. Auto darkening helmets, that's required. Next is your head. Recommend a hat if you're doing anything overhead. You got sparks, you got all kinds of things coming down on your head. If you're doing overhead welding, nobody wants to smell your burned hair. It's not fun, and it's not fun to get burned. So wear a little hat, a head rag, something. Next, we're going to talk about the two main inherent hazards during welding. That's going to be visual safety and fumes. Watch the arc. You're in an industrial environment, we got all different shapes, sizes, things of those kind of nature. Watch where other people are welding. Don't look at the arc. We've got lenses, we've got curtains put up. The curtains are only rated for flash protection. So only momentary glances. Don't stand there behind a curtain and watch somebody weld. It's only for a glance. Keep moving, keep your eyes moving, put something between you and the arc so you're not getting arc flash. It's not fun, feels like sand in the eyes. It's not a good day. Next is fumes. The plume coming off of the weld, keep your head out of it. If you're in tight quarters, tight spaces where you can't avoid it, we have respirators, use them. Equipment inspection. Look over your equipment at the beginning of every shift. Make sure that it's working properly, that there are no issues with it. Look for frayed cables, any type of malfunction with coolant lines, with any issues with it. You bring it to Santos, myself, or the welding lead, and we will help you get it taken care of. We'll get you the right parts. We'll keep that welder up and running for you. Next, we're going to talk about what specifications we use. We use American Welding Society specifications at Hog Technologies. That's D1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.6. Structural steel, structural aluminum, structural sheet metal, and structural stainless steel. The qualification process for AWS has 3 requirements. We qualify a procedure, and then we qualify the welder. So we write the welding procedure sheet. That's what you're going to have when you have to make a qualified weld. Not all welds are qualified, but anytime you have to make a qualified weld, it's going to be to a WPS, welding procedure sheet. We qualify the WPS, but with one person. That weld is going to undergo extra scrutiny from a standard welder qualification. Once the procedure has been qualified, that procedure says if you weld it this way, it will turn out good. We then take all the rest of the welders, qualify you to the procedure, saying that you can weld this way and result in a good weld. And as long as you follow that procedure and you follow this process, you're going to get a good weld every single time. Welding quality starts and ends with you. It's your hands behind that torch, not mine, not anybody else's. It's your responsibility to make good welds consistently. Even if you don't have a WPS and it's not required to be a qualified weld, it's up to your individual knowledge and experience in order to make that weld the best that it can possibly be. Now, if you need help with this, you can contact myself as the welding engineer, talk with the other welders around you. They're there to help you. We're there to help you and progress you as a welder, make you as good as you want to be. For qualification testing, we primarily are going to be doing in-house bend testing and macro etch. We actually just set up a lab, so the testing is going to be done in-house. You're going to be able to see your results very easily. That is the conclusion of Module 1. If you have any questions, please contact me and we will work through it and help you understand everything better. Thank you.